Ladies and gentlemen, today we're coming at you with a shoulder workout. Right now, currently driving to the gym, sipping on the pre-workout, which by the way, trying out the cherry ring pop from Rise. Not my favorite pre-workout, but you know what? It's good to switch up the flavor every once in a while. You don't want to get sick of the same old thing every day. I was rocking the sour green apple pre-workout for a while, so it's a nice change of pace. Anyway, I'm meeting Logan, which you guys remember Logan, the goofball from the last video. I'm meeting him at Pure Athletics here in Wexford, Pennsylvania. That's my go-to gym for the most part. I do periodically go to Planet Fitness, which, by the way, people that want to hate on Planet Fitness, you gotta stop. You gotta stop on that, because yes, I get it, there's no free weights. I get that. But at the same time, freaking Sam Sulek lives there, okay? And are you really gonna sit here and tell me that Sam isn't making gains? I'll leave it at that. Typical economy thing right there. Someone was driving on the road in a tractor, so I had to move over, if you're wondering why the car shifted a little bit. Anyway, looking forward to this shoulder workout. My goal with this bulk is to see how high I can get my shoulder press in terms of weight. Historically speaking, my shoulder press is absolutely my worst lift. My shoulders are the weakest part of my body, aside from like doing side raises. My side raises are obnoxiously good for how weak my front delts are in terms of a press. Like I can't press worth shit. I mean, almost every one of my friends can press overhead press more than I can in terms of like dumbbells and shit. But I don't know, we're gonna see if I can change that around. Prove my genetics wrong just through proper dieting and training. I think you can overcome most genetics through proper dieting and training. If you're willing to work hard, you can achieve anything in this world, and I'm gonna fucking prove that. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. I love this fall weather. Like right now, it's like 62 degrees and sunny. Like this is my kind of weather. Like some people say, oh, I love summer, this and that. Yeah, summer's cool, and I enjoy it for like a couple weeks, but like, I'm sorry, after a while, I just hate walking outside and immediately start to sweat. Like, I'm someone that enjoys looking nice, smelling good. Call me a fruitcake if you want, but that's just how I am. I just enjoy looking good and feeling good. So, this fall weather, it's like you can be outside comfortably and I'm not profusely sweating. So, it's like a win-win for me. And plus, I feel like some of my best outfits come out in the fall. Like, who doesn't like hoodie weather? And also, on top of all that, I love wearing flannels, jeans, boots when I go out to like a bar or anything like that. Not that I don't really go out as often as I used to. I mean, especially with me working towards a bodybuilding show, like I barely drink at all anymore. But when I do go out, you know, sometimes I'll just have like a, you know, zero sugar Sprite just to look cool and be with my friends and go out to a bar. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You can absolutely still have a social life while doing this. I know some people, they feel like they have to drink alcohol to have a social life. You don't have to. You really don't. And if someone wants to talk shit, I mean, first of all, why do you care? You know, that's my food for thought for today. Anyway, I'm just gonna continue on with this drive, sipping on my pre, listening to some music, enjoying the vibe. Like, guys, let me know in the comment section, do you guys, like, what's your favorite part of, like, I guess the gym? Like, for me, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love lifting, but like, I love that, like, the drive to the gym. That's like that's always been like my favorite part. I think that's why I've always been such a car guy. Like, I'm not a car guy in the sense like, oh, I work on cars. I will full on admit that. I just honestly like pulling up in a cool car to the gym. Number one. And number two, it's just like, it's such a vibe driving in your car, listening to your whatever music you vibe with, drinking your pre, just knowing you're gonna hit a amazing ass workout. Like, that's always been my favorite part. You know, I'm sure I'll get roasted by someone. Oh my god, a McLaren just drove by. What's it? Yeah, honestly, that's another thing. Drop in the comment section, what is like your dream car? I mean, I wouldn't say a McLaren is like my dream car, but like, man, it's always cool seeing one of those in person. And I feel like in the Pittsburgh area, there's just so many cool cars. People don't realize how much wealth is here in Pittsburgh. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna get on this drive and I'll catch you at the gym. Look at this fucking kid.
Hey man, I didn't do nothing.
You know what's funny about him? He'll wear shorts on the coldest days, and then he'll wear, you know, what I'm wearing, sweats on the hottest days.
I have to stick out. Can't do whatever else does.
Well, I guess that's one thing you can take away from that, kids.
And I was only late because I was not doing drugs. You know, charity events.
Big charity guy.
Big charity guy.
He helps a lot with charities, as of late.
Oh, yeah.
It starts with
one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and
Oh.
Yeah, wait, man.
It's only 5 more pounds than what you did.
Heavy.
Yeah, my shoulder press sucks and those reps probably
don't
suck,
get
but
it.
hey, at least I touched 80s.
it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property.
This kid eating carbs when I'm not watching. That was insane. 75 for reps like that?
I go now.
Way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
In the gym, you know, if you, let's say you fail on a weight, you shouldn't be discouraged by that. You know what I would do in that situation? Let's say your goal that day was to hit like 80s on, you know, dumbbell press, and you didn't hit it. Okay, what you do next after that, you grab the 85s, and then you tell everyone, yeah, I failed on 85s that day. That's the way how I would go about it. And honestly, at that point, you might as well just go to 100s and pretend you failed on that too, and just go around telling people, yeah, I failed on 100. That's your PR that day. All right, leave the queue and we're going. I'm in my prime. Amazon couldn't match my delivery.
Your motives inside, decisions to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are.
That wasn't that bad.
Alright. I was thinking about this a little bit last night. You know those like late night thoughts, you're staring at your ceiling in your bedroom. You just have those like thoughts to yourself. You know, I've come a long way since high school. And I'm gonna flash a picture of what I look like in high school on the screen right now. And, you know, sometimes I just nut at my own eyes to see how far I come.
And before you guys get mad about that, try it, because I do it all the time, and it is a great experience.
If you're doing anything more than 135 on shoulder shrugs, you're either A, on steroids, B, have crappy ass form, or C, you're probably on steroids.
You're looking pretty big.
If you're not making constipated faces when you're doing this, you're not doing it right.
This dude's looking pretty big over here.
Phone machine, asking she might think she grown. Scratching the nigga you eat. On face, she fat as songs. We just said our boss and she can't leave me. This is set in stone. Even hard to think I hella deal, come read out day by piece. Gotta get rich, put my family on. My promise to my niece. I was at a jail on time, I starving, niggas had a feast. Staying at the post for like the heart, I'm trying to find a piece. How your feelings break it, switch up on me, guess they had a lease. Need a host, the groupies, keep your motion, then they turn to flee. Made a coach with that, my life ain't good, I feel I could do more. On J, but now.
So that was the shoulder workout. Pretty good one, if I do say so myself. We did touch the 80s. They weren't the deepest reps, and I only got 3 of them. But you know what? That's a little improvement from last week, considering I could barely do 75s. So we're getting there, slow but steady. But like, I have to say, like, my reps with the 70s were pretty damn good. So that's a win for today. You gotta find the wins where you can in life. You know, you can't dwell on what you didn't do. You should focus on the good that you did do. So that is the lesson from this YouTube video, and the good takeaway you should bring with you out of this video if you're watching it and if you made it this far. You shouldn't focus on your shortcomings. Obviously, you want to pay attention to them, because the goal in life is, if you are making mistakes and this and that, you want to learn from your mistakes. I'm like the definition of learning from mistakes. I feel like, I've completely changed around my life over the last 3 to 4 years. So, but that aside though, you definitely want to make sure, because it's not good to always just focus on your shortcomings. You got to look at the good things that you did do. So that's the takeaway from this YouTube video. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed the little funny commentary in between the sets and stuff with Logan and I. Obviously, let me know in the comments section if you want more serious style content. But like, I don't know, I like having fun with this. I mean, I feel like, everyone out there puts out serious content. I feel like the majority of people that watch lifting content has a general idea of what they're doing, and who am I to tell you what's optimal and stuff. Obviously it's different for everyone. I can give points here and there, and I do generally sometimes give my take on different workouts. But, that said, I feel like that's not the reason why you might be watching my content. You want to see my personality and all that stuff. So I think going forward, that's going to be my focal point of most of my YouTube videos, is just like having a good time with it. Obviously, if you guys aren't vibing with that and you want me to change things up, the only way to let me know is to drop some comments on my stuff and let me know what kind of content you guys want to see. But as I do get closer to, I guess, whatever show I end up doing, so with my coach, we have to decide on, I guess, exactly when and where I'm going to be doing a show at. It looks like it's going to be sometime, in mid 2025, maybe leaning in more into summer of 2025. So with all that said though, at least up until we get closer to prep, I'm probably just going to be having a good time with this content. Once we get into prep, then things might get a little more serious in terms of the content I make, just because I'm going to have to be very regimented with literally everything I'm doing. Not that I'm not regimented now, but I feel like when you're on the bulk, a lot more things can slide because you are in a calorie surplus. When I do move into the method of, being in a deficit, I'm gonna have a lot less strength just because of that. So I'm gonna have to be a lot more dialed in with my workouts in terms of with the intensity. I'm not always that I want to have the intensity, because I'm gonna feel weak, I'm gonna feel tired, but those are just fucking excuses that I'm not gonna allow plague me when I move into my deficit. So yep, that is that. Anyway guys, I genuinely hope you enjoyed the YouTube video. I'm trying to get better with posting more consistently. I feel like I did take a little hiatus from posting on YouTube, just because, I didn't want to get burnt out with this. I think I just needed some time just to like enjoy lifting again and focusing just on the lifting stuff, aside from like lifting and focusing on the, setting up the tripod here, filming this and all that. People may not think about it, but it is a lot of work. I used to be one of those people that used to talk shit on fitness influencers, and say like, oh, it's so easy doing that stuff. And yes, okay, I'm not saying it's rocket science by any means, and it's not like I'm laying bricks, but it's just like, it's one more thing you have to think about. And, you know, I know sounds like a first world problem, and it definitely is. I'm just saying I needed some time away from that and just to focus on lifting, having a good time with my friends at the gym, and just doing that a little bit. Just to so I didn't get burnt out with this. Now I'm back, I'm rejuvenated, I'm ready to go, and I generally enjoyed filming the workout Logan and I just hit. So that goes with anything in life. You know, don't force yourself to do anything. If you need to take a step back from whatever you're working on in life, do that. Because I promise you, you'll come back feeling better than ever, and honestly, you'll have that drive you once had when you first started. And I think it's good to do that with everything in life. You know, don't overwork yourself. Find that equal balance, find that that fine line between work and play, and you won't go wrong. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next YouTube video. Cheers.